Well, hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. I'm so excited to talk to you today about some of the ways in which I'm healing burnout and really improving my small business so that I can have more space, more peace, more joy, and just more freedom to work on my personal passion projects. So, for those of you who have been following me for a while, maybe you stay in touch with me on Instagram or my podcast and through these videos, which I occasionally upload, I have been getting ready for quite a few shows. I just celebrated a major exhibition at the Painting Center in New York City, which has been incredible. I've been working on that all fall, and I recently had another show in California, and then I'm having a show in Chicago in just a few weeks. And one of the things that has happened to me over the past, I would say 2 years, is that I've had a ton of opportunities, and I am so grateful for that. But with those opportunities also came a little bit of misbalance and eventually burnout. Last month was probably my lowest. And, I shared this on my podcast if you listen, but one day I just had pain starting from my neck, going down my chest, and I thought I was having a heart attack. But when I went to the doctors could find nothing wrong with me. And so I knew it was time to scale back and to slow down and to rethink how I'm currently running my business. For those of you who know, I run Create Magazine. I also coach over at the Art Queens, and I also am an artist. Of course, that's how it all started. And as I was getting ready for these exhibitions and really fulfilling the deadlines, and prior to that, last year, we also published our second book, Creative Business Handbook. So you can find this book on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, anywhere books are sold in the UK, Australia. And this is to help any small creative business owner to navigate, launching and selling and setting up your shop and all of that. So all of that to say that there has been a lot of deadlines, like a little too many. And while deadlines can be really powerful in helping you achieve your goals and finish projects where you otherwise might not, there can definitely be too much of a good thing. And that's where I came to the point of. And one of the things that I realized is that for me as a creative, it's really important to have space without deadlines, without commissions. And I knew I didn't really love commissions early on, so I kind of eliminated that. But there's other layers. There's deadlines from galleries, deadlines from other opportunities. And so in my body, I just felt really tired. I felt really tired because I was on someone else's schedule for the past 3-4 years. I felt like I didn't have a chance to create from the heart, even though everything I do is technically from the heart. But, there's something really different about just having an idea and going with it with no pressure because no other people are involved. You're not worried about sales. You're not worried about letting anyone down because they're expecting a certain type of work from you. And so I realized how important it was for me personally to make sure that in the coming months, I have space and time to do my own thing. I started writing a fiction book at the end of last year, and I really wanted to finish it by the end of this year. So that's one project that I really want to work on. I also have back burner projects like I love putting together doll houses, and I'm terrible at it, but I really want to get good at the miniatures because I find it really therapeutic to just sit and tinker with it at night. I'm continuing my surfer journey, and I want to continue to learn how to surf. And my friends from the gym and I want to train for an upcoming weightlifting competition, which is in the fall. And even though this has nothing to do with my business, my career, or, my bigger financial goals, it just is so important to have a well-balanced quality of life because who cares if you have a million exhibitions and you're making tons of money but you're not enjoying your everyday life. You don't have dinner with your lover. You don't go out to eat with your friends. You don't do anything just for fun. You can't go on a bike ride because you're too busy fulfilling deadlines. So there definitely has to be a balance when it comes to, the things that you do for yourself versus the things that you do with or for other people. And like I said, I'm so grateful. I had such an amazing time, but it's really an opportunity for me to scale back and rethink the way that I do deadlines. So as of right now, I decided after my last show in June, I'm taking 1 year off from exhibitions and just really sticking to that because I always get tempted. I am a people pleaser, and it is exciting when someone invites you. They're like, hey, you want to come show with us? And I'm like, of course. But then when I say yes, I'm also saying no to myself. So that was a huge lesson for me. And so if you're starting out, deadlines can be really great. They can push you, but make sure you're balancing them with seasons of spaciousness, seasons of creativity for creativity's sake, and just letting yourself be, because how else are we going to get new ideas if we're not not giving yourself that space to create. And I'm really speaking to myself on this one. The other thing that I'm doing in my business is I'm really just focusing on improving what I already have. So improving the courses that I've already created, tweaking them, adding bonus content. I did create a brand new painting course, but it just felt like second nature because I was already in the studio so much that it didn't take much effort for me to just come and start sharing about my process with my students. And the other thing that I'm going to be doing in my business is just to honestly neutralizing it and looking at the numbers. What's actually moving the needle? What's actually bringing in a profit versus what's nice to have? And that can be really challenging, especially when things are fun or things feel really validating. But if they're not bringing you either joy, money, or some kind of personal fulfillment, maybe it's okay to scale back on those things in order to focus on the things that are fueling you both energetically, financially, spiritually, emotionally. So that's my update. And I hope that this encourages you to maybe take a moment in your day or sometime this month to sit down and just honestly, just without judgment, without being mad at yourself, without criticizing your decisions, to just say, hey, is what I'm doing working for me? Or what parts of what I'm doing not working for me? And how do I want to move forward? And in the spirit of that energy, I actually decided to reset my new year in June after my last show and actually just like celebrate a new year because I don't believe a new year is like you have to wait till December. I just honestly felt a little bit misaligned for most of 2024 because I said yes to things where I should have said no to things. And I have to live with those decisions and I have to finish what I started. But at the same time, I don't believe it's too late. Every day is an opportunity to, change your mind if you need to, or pivot the way that you're operating so that you can have more peace, joy, fulfillment. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video and I can't wait to catch up with you more and let me know if you have any questions. And I'm looking forward to sharing some more painting and creative videos with you in the summer as I start sketching outside, painting for fun for myself in the studio, traveling, and hopefully learning to surf. I'll see you soon.